1456, and we already unified all of Japan. How did we do it? Check the link in the description where you can see the first part of this campaign so you know exactly how we did it. Now in this part of this campaign, however, we're going to be making sure that Japan gets insanely strong. We're not going to do too much expansion. We will primarily be playing toll, developing our provinces, getting insane amounts of money from trade and from production, navigating this amazing mission tree that Japan got with the Domination DLC. And hey, if you guys want to see the Kirishitan Japan achievement as well as the Stardust Crusaders achievement, both of which go hand in hand, then let's get 6,000 likes on this video in the first days after it's out, so I know you guys want to see that, and so we can go the Christian path as the Japanese in the next phase of this particular campaign. Now you probably saw that I'm not really doing amazing here. I got a lot of overextension, 80%, -2 stability, little bit of corruption as well here, 1.25, and economically we're not the best, but we only have 5 loans, the 1% burger loans, and we have done the hard part, which is the destruction of the other daimyos. Now we have to kill off the thousands of rebels that are gonna spawn, because we all know that the rebel swarm is bigger than the actual armies of the daimyos we just destroyed. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna lower the autonomy in all of these provinces. This will trigger a ton of extra rebels, but here's the thing, right? We want to lower the autonomy because there's been a lot of warfare in the Japanese islands, and every time the provinces changed hands between different owners, the autonomy increased. So we need to bring the autonomy as close to 0 as possible, because the higher the autonomy, the more money you lose, the more manpower land force limit that you lose. So we don't want to be losing anything, do we? We also will be consolidating our armies here, so we're gonna have 2 armies. One of them's gonna take care of the east, the other one's gonna take care of the west, and we're gonna side them over to take care of the rebels that will pop out in these lands. Look at that, 21 unrest in the province of Kinai, or the state of Kinai. God damn, this is gonna be interesting, boys. The Japanese also have the Atake Bune now, which is a special naval doctrine just for them, but I'm gonna go for the ship trade power because I need as much trade power as possible to filter in all of that juicy trade that I can filter in. We only have 41% right now, but we will increase this significantly in a few months. We also have claims on the island of Hokkaido and the southern bits of Korea, so we're gonna attack both of them. These are, after all, rightful Japanese clay. By the way, if you guys want to get the 1456 save and you want to continue yourself and see if you can do better than I did, then you can find it if you are a channel member or a patron. Link in description for both of those. Alright, I know, time to come back into the fold. Not as if you ever were in the fold before, but you're gonna be now. Have to say that I really like the fact that now you have the Kuril Islands as well as the South Sakhalin Island a part of Ainu. So pretty much going for pre-World War II borders for the Japanese here, aren't we? I'm not intentionally doing it. It's literally just happening right here, boys. That's it. It's just happening. A mere 6 aggressive expansion to get over the Ainu lands, and it seems like we only pissed off the Koreans. So really just nobody important. I mean, nobody at all. Let's also assign the 3 ships that we have in our main Nippon node. And let's build a few more ships. We need a lot more light ships, actually. Another lowering autonomy session, of course, and we've made most of the states here now full states. Remember, we pretty much just came out of the war at the end of the last part of this campaign, so right now we're quite literally showing all of the reconstruction bits before going into the massively getting super overpowered as the Japanese part. The Onamusha in the Edo period, a tradition in which female warriors were a part of the Japanese culture. Should we stop that, or should we continue with it? If we continue, 4642 general, that is insane. Or if we stop, we get 1 Diplo for our leader. I'm gonna go for the second one. It's historical gameplay, okay? It is historical. That means we got tech 4 for Diplo. Yep, we are really far behind with our technology right now. But since there's gonna be no wars for a while, we will definitely catch up. Let's also delete the fort in Echu, since we already have a fort in Mino, which is a lot better than the one in Echu. Eventually, we're gonna replace that one also with another fort either in Shinano or Kozuke. Both of them are pretty good. For our tier 2 government reform, we will temporarily go for national tax. We'll switch over to the noble officer corps or the strengthened noble privileges later down the line, but for now we need to have a little bit more of an economy, and the tax early game is not as bad. Mid to late game is when it becomes absolutely useless, and we'll be switching to a predominantly trade production income. This is a pretty sizable rebel army we got here. All right, we can also move towards the isolationist incident here. order. Gonna cost us some ducats though, or 1 stability. So no, I'm gonna go for the ducats. Thank you very much. We're also very close to getting the Peasants' War, so we don't want that to happen, which is why I'm gonna do something that's extremely painful. I'm gonna be exploiting my manpower dev. Not optimal, but sadly, if I don't do this, I'm gonna have a civil war, and that would completely crush my nation. I'm not gonna exploit the whole country, just enough to get rid of the disaster. And there you go, we did get rid of it for now, at least. That means we can just continue on reconstructing our country here. So it's a really good idea to check your edicts. Make sure you don't have any edicts you don't want to have enacted. Like, this edict's been around for 15 years. That's 15 years in which I lost a lot of income because I simply forgot about the particular edict, really. Oh dear, the Oirats just attacked Ming with the Oirat reconquest of Zhangye. So I think Ming is going to lose this one. They only have 14 mandate right now, which is super low, bro. No way Ming's going to come out of this winning. They're probably going to get the Tumu Crisis event eventually as well in one of the battles. So I can see the downfall of Ming already happening. It's been happening a lot actually with the recent patch. So I'm going to be definitely taking advantage of it, and I'm going to be snaking my way through the entirety of the Chinese coastline. I've recovered most of my manpower, so I'm going to delete the free company, and I'm going to get some more regular units. Oh my lord, we just got an absolute Chad Lord of a general. Obviously that's because we still have 80 army tradition. We actually had 99 at the beginning of this particular campaign because we were just continuously at war. So actually I'm going to take a second general right now. This one sucked. Okay, well, tough tomatoes. You win some, you lose some. I'm gonna try and recruit a few times a better general because there you go, this is way better. Eventually what's gonna happen is I'm gonna lose the army tradition since I'm not gonna be fighting for the next few years, and I'd rather have good generals now when I have high army tradition than recruit them later down the line when I have low army tradition and get bad generals. We also can do the grand generalship where we get a general with 90 tradition in exchange for 10 loyalty from the Bushi estate, but I don't think I need, so I've got some pretty decent generals. Should I? Yeah, you know, screw it. Let's do it. Let's see what we got here. Oh my god, we got an absolute Chad Lord. What the F, bro? 5 fire, 6 shock, 4 maneuver, and 2 siege. I'm gonna get rid of this guy then. Holy mother of god, we got insane generalskis. Oh, Ming is not joining because I'm guessing they're getting their asses handed to them by the Oirats. I guess I'm gonna have to build some more galleys if I'm gonna attack them then. We managed to get a little bit of Diplo points stacked up, so instead of getting the next technology, I'm gonna start using my Diplo points to spawn in Renaissance in Kyoto. But we're gonna set up first the Encourage Development Edict here so we can dev this up for cheaper. And let's start this up. This is also a silk province, so the more production development we have, the more silk goods we're actually getting, which results in us becoming super rich as consequence. Check it out, that Renaissance is definitely coming up here. Gonna take a while to spawn it in, but eventually we will get it. 87%, almost there. One more thing that really helps the Japanese islands get back on their feet is assigning the centralization effort edict in all of your provinces. It lowers the autonomy a little bit faster, and remember, our main goal for the first phase is to just lower that autonomy. I'm also pausing my invasion of the Koreans because Ming is now actually joining on their side, so I will attack once I've actually replaced all of my units with the regular units. Speaking of, let's get some more samurai now, as many as we can get, and let's get some regular units as well. We're gonna replace the mercenary army completely because mercenaries have actually gotten a little bit too expensive for my taste. Plus we can probably spawn in Renaissance. There you go. What is this at? 99.63. Are you kidding me right now? All right, now we got it. Now we have Renaissance here, so we're gonna change the edict to advancement effort so it starts spreading around the rest of the country, or actually we can just adopt it as it is. Apparently we can also do the first mission here, Bushido. We have 2 options from the Book of the 5 Rings. We can get 10 army tradition and until the end of the game, yearly army tradition and army drill game modifier, or if we focus on the sea, we get some marines and other stuff. Plus it opens up the dynamic mission here, so let's go for the land stuff. And then we got the Gujeju Hapan, which means the 5 books will be removed, but we get the 8 arts of warfare, which offers military tactics, reinforcement speed, and army tradition from battles. That is actually pretty cool. Military tactics is honestly one of the best modifiers you can get in this game, and getting that from a mission tree is just really really, really awesome. Boy, how the tables have turned. Look at that. Not a single rebel possible to spawn in. And we got overall -5 unrest. So we're absolutely Gucci in just a couple of decades after. Fine, it took a little bit of time. You happy? But I know most of you barely even unified Japan by this point. So you be quiet now. Alright guys, time to attack the Koreans. Let's set whatever city as the war target. Doesn't really make any difference. We're not gonna co-belligerate Ming, I guess. But we might take some money from Ming. So there's that. Let's bring this down to speed 3 as well. Quickiest Maximus debarkation. Wait a second. Their capital is here now? What? Is that like a mission or something? Because that's not normal right there. Their capital, as far as I remember, around here somewhere. And seems like our average autonomy is below 5%. So that means we got the Edo period mission done. Dev cost -15% and global prosperity growth plus 0.25. That is just super, super good. Holy snaps. And we get this for 30 years or 25 years. God dang it. So that means if I wait out with that mission until I finish my infrastructure ideas, we could potentially have 4 mana clicks, as in 4 mana per development by the 1500, actually early 1500. Holy snaps. That means that Japan's now a really good plain told nation? I guess it is. Oh no, this was the trade capital, wasn't it? No, it's not. What? This is nothing. I'm so confused right now. Did I not see Jinju as the capital? Am I going crazy? Is it because it's like 1 a.m. when I'm recording right now? Am I seeing things, guys? All right, let's siege this fort. And let's also help out our brothers, the Jiangzongi Gongs. Oh boy, they got a lot of ships. Yep, that is not Gucci. I'm getting out of there. Sorry, Jiangsu. I love you, but no, not that much. I don't love you that. I don't love you at all, okay? You happy now? You want me to tell you the truth? There, you have it. Oh, we can barrage? Sure, let's barrage that. Hold on a second. How did Jiangsu manage to get all the way to Nanjing? They've basically bypassed Beijing and everything else in between here, didn't they? How is that possible? Oirat is pretty imposing as well now that they've integrated Mongolia, though. You know, I never knew that Judaism is so popular in this particular peninsula. But I mean, it's gotta be, right? That's why everything's a Gyeongju, Shmongju, and Likadongju. There you go. We got Sangju, Naju, Jeonju, Cheongju. Such a stupid joke, but I don't know why I'm laughing at it. What am I even doing with my life? Hey, you. Yeah, you. Are you even subscribed to the freaking channel? You're like, what, 15 minutes in the video, not even subscribed? What's wrong with you? And you looking at me recording at 1 a.m.? I'm not the problem here, okay? The problem is Jiangsu taking forts randomly here and there, bypassing all the fortifications. Did you know that there's a group of orang-utans, orangutans, or whatever you want to call them, rangas as the Australians call them, that actually use tools in the jungles of Papua New Guinea? Well, I'm watching a David Attenborough documentary as we speak whilst playing this game on my second monitor. And I found that really fascinating, you know, that there's orangutans out there that could potentially play this game better than you do. Are you mad at me? Well, you better smash that subscribe button then, boy. Boom, boom, shakalokos, and Embracius Maximus Zapanius. Now we are going to go into the New World, and we're gonna also explore most of Asia. So I'm gonna go for expansion ideas, which is gonna allow me to colonize stuff. I'm not going for exploration ideas because I will go in the New World, but I'm not gonna rush for the New World. Sure, if I rush for it, I could potentially get colonialism to spawn in my land, but realistically it's already 1478, and Portugal or somebody of the sorts already is in there, and they have a higher chance of getting it. So honestly, I'd rather get the 2 colonist settler chance and the settler increase that you get from expansion, which means it's going to be a lot faster for me to get all of Taiwan, to get parts of Philippines, and get all of the Spice Islands before the Europeans even arrive here. And the truth is that if I manage to get the Spice Islands before the Europeans arrive, these 5 islands here are worth way more than the entirety of the New World, because the trade goods, the cloves that these islands offer are just absolutely delicious, as in they cost a lot of money and they improve my economy considerably. So of course we're gonna be definitely going in that area. Yeah, I pretty much just had to assault this, because if I don't assault it, I'm gonna be dead anyway. Need to get that fort. Let's go. There you go, boys. We got the Tripitaka Koreana because we sieged it down, so that means we're gonna steal it from their lands. This belongs to them right now. We're gonna get monthly splendor, harmonization speed, institution growth, or we can just remove it, burn it down, and get 200 military points, or just spare it. No, fuck that. I'm bringing it to Kyoto, motherfuckers. Mine! I saw it first, okay? I know you had it, but I saw it first. All right, let's consolidation, wait for a couple of months, and then we're gonna slaughter these boys because their mandate's 33, so they're still taking extra damage from everything, really. You look at them bad, and they take damage, essentially. That's what's happening. Reinforce the Tripolitania. Yeah, sure. 4th level defense. Yeah, we gotta relieve this, man. For the orangutans, everybody advance. Take them out. Burn their villages. Steal their palm oil. And take out the Sang Jews and the Jin Jews. Take them to Palestine. Wait, what? Ming is willing to be... What? They're giving me freaking 500... What? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say no to that. Holy snaps. Okay, that was just juicy. I'm only going to take a little bit of their country. I'm mostly going to go for the money here since I need money to recover my economy, which is really not doing amazing. Let's pay off most of the loans that we can pay off, I guess. There you go. We actually paid off all the 4%ers. Now it's time to take a Chilean pill so we can finish a little bit more deving spree. We got to get Ichigo's production to 8 so that we can spawn in a gold mine in Ichigo. So let's start doing that now. There you go. That's 8 production. All right, so we managed to pay off all of our loans because we sold some of our crown lands, and now we can do issue new Ezi Reni Bidemini Booba Bay, and that means Ichigo is going to be producing gold. Daria Goski, boys. Ichigo means land where Ludi gonna be exploiting people so he gets more gold. That's exactly what it means in Japanese. Trust me, bro. But no, seriously though, I hate the fact that it's got 39 autonomy. Oh god, that's so bad. I actually need to change that. Gotta get back to centralization effort then. So that means I'm losing a lot of money from that gold mine. I'm only getting 4.04. I'm supposed to get 6.66 from Ichigo alone. So yeah. Handa Matsuri Festival in Kyoto. We get 100% prosperity in the state of Kinai. What? Okay. I am 100% on board with that. Thank you very much. I'm going to change this also to the Protect Trade Edict, by the way. And since we have a little bit of extra cash, let's upgrade this one over to level 2 Central Trade. We got to do that over to Setsu also. I don't know how to tell you this, guys, but David Attenborough just switched on over to talking about fish for some reason. So he's slightly confusing me, but I'm still enjoying it. So no more talks about orangutans for the moment. I'm sorry. From now on, it's all about scrolls of fish and big whales chunking down on those fish and how humans have destroyed the environment. We suck, guys. We completely suck is what I'm saying. I'm so mad. I'm gonna completely wipe out Haikshi's army here. I'm just gonna schnapple dupe them. Let's go over to Haikshi's land and take all of their women as well whilst we're at it, right? Might as well. Nice. Haikshi's taking care of my rebels. Thank you, Haikshi. I'll make sure to tell the people I'm plundering in your lands that you're being super nice. And it looks like we can get our very first colonistas. Let's set the best native repression policy, and let's start with the people in Taiwan, shall we? How close are these guys to giving me what I want? 80, 74. Yep, that's pretty much it. I don't need anything else from you, Haikshi. You've given me enough as it is. Might as well send over some units to Taiwan now. Make sure that we quell the natives. I mean, we're just going to survey the area, make sure that there's nobody around, because if there is anybody around, we will give them full representation, of course. We're going to make sure they're integral parts of our society. Let's see, is there anybody home? No, apparently not a single person. That's very weird. I mean, you would have expected somebody to be around here, but for some reason, absolutely nobody. Just completely empty this whole island, waiting for us to discover it for some reason. It's just, what can I do about it if that's just how things go? Thankfully, our mission here, Discover the New World, is going to give us colonial range settlers and an explorer. So we don't need to go for exploration ideas to explore the surroundings around us. We're going to set apart 3 of these light ships here. We're going to assign Mr. Tomohito Amago. Let's go. Actually, you got to go into harbor first. And let's go Eastern Indian Ocean, no, East China Sea. Let's go with the Chinese Sea first. I think it's safe now to change the edicts that we have had for 20 years already. Get rid of these bad boys. We've also explored a hefty chunk out of the Pacific. I'm going to try and colonize this island here in Micronesia because it has the unique 5% settler chance. Well, it's actually a little bit more than that. I don't remember now. The one that helps you with colonization monument is what I'm saying here. I guess I could sell against some titles and seize crownlands. So I can do another session of building stuff stuff. We are a little bit ahead with our Diplotech here, so we're going to take advantage of the extra Diplo points. We set up the encouraged development here. We're going to be developing this particular province because eventually the province of Iwami is going to become a gold province. So of course we want to have 10 production in all of our gold provinces. That's why Ichigo already is 10. I don't mind going over 10, but the chance of depleting the gold mine after 10 is pretty significant. So I mean, the workaround for that obviously would be Alt F4 in case they do deplete, but I mean, it's really up to you guys. I'm just putting out all options and then you make the decisions. I just realized this guy's pretty trash. I'm gonna disinherit him. So hopefully we get literally anything better than that, really. It's also changed this guy with a trade efficiency advisor and this one with, I don't know, discipline. That's not bad discipline, sure. Would you look at that though? We have actually explored the coastline of the New World. Got a little bit of information of what's actually happening here, but until we reach the New World, I am going to be having a couple more juicy wars against the Ming. Their mandate is super low, so I'm going to use my Taiwanese holdings here as a foothold, and I'm going to be invading them, maybe taking some of the coastlines over here. That doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Let's start bringing our units there. I need to get some more artillery pieces first and foremost, so let's get, say, 4 artillery, and then afterwards we can attack. Let's bring this army over there in the meanwhile. I'm also going to recruit some more of my samurai units. Let's max out the amount of samurai that we can recruit, because samurai units are surprisingly pretty good. Well, I shouldn't say surprisingly. I think everybody expects samurai units to be really good, right? Get some artillery more, and we got another air 342, better than the 312 or something that we had before. See if we have another general. I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna get an explorer with 70 tradition, which translates into a big of a Chad Lord here. You know, I realized I started colonizing the 5 development province. I should have started with the 10 development province. I don't know what's wrong with me sometimes. I should pay more attention to these things. And it is time for the 2 consecutive wars. First, we'll go for this. Fuzo is the war target. Let's go ahead and attack Yes. And 1 month later, we can attack the Koreans as well, since we don't need to worry about Ming joining on the Korean side when we already are at war with the Koreans. I mean, with the Ming. I absolutely love bullying everybody around here. It's just the best thing ever. Probably shouldn't say that on camera, should I? I love it when rebellions spawn exactly where the enemy army is sieging something down. Let's face it, guys. If there's no fort with 71%, is it really a Ludi video? I mean, at this point, it's just a common freaking occurrence. And of course, there you go. Didn't even freaking fold a second time on 71%. Because why would it? On the bright side, at least I'm slapping Ming troops left and right, winning every single engagement. This stupid fort did not fall on 71% for 4 times already, though. So I absolutely hate it with all of my freaking passion. 372 days to take it, way more than it should be. Let's go with the peace deal now. I'm taking all of these provinces here and maybe a little bit more in the north. I'm not sure. I'm gonna let them keep most of their provinces, to be fair. I don't want to take everything because I'm primarily just trying to prevent the hordes from taking these lands, and I also want to unify my lands here by taking Solbin. Plus, I want to take some money from them, so whatever I can. 131, 130 is fine. Coalition, I don't care anyway, so it doesn't matter. And that is amazing. Now let's focus on Mingius Maximus. Attacking Ming when it has really low mandate. Right now it's down to 8 mandate. It's honestly just like taking candy from a kid. It's so easy, these wars. It's unfathomable. Are you actually for real right now, bro? Second fort with 71% within just a few months apart. I hate this game. Alright, let's go Ming hunting, as I like to call it. Take Yautius, all of the Mingius Troopius, and Chiharius Troopius too. They've got a lot of units in the peninsula here, so I'm gonna chase them down essentially. Let's go. Time to also slacken recruitment standards because we need a lot of manpower to replace the troops we lost. Also gonna be barraging the city of Beijing so we can quickly take their capital. It's also pretty much high time that we build our flagship. I'm gonna make this bad boy a light ships, and I'm gonna make a trade power per ship and fleet +1, fleet movement speed, and the privateer efficiency, because we will be doing a little bit of privateering, let's say. Let's also get more ships whilst we're at it. Go up to 70 out of 56 naval force limit. Oh, that is juicy, guys. Taking Fuzo went up to 56% war score now because we have the ticking war score essentially. And you know what? I'm gonna let you guys land. I want to see how well my troops fare against yours. Also gonna need to get more galleys. I think I'm out of galleys. Only 9 left. I definitely need some more. You might be wondering, why are you taking the southern line over there? That's just weird, Ludi. Well, I'm obviously taking it because taking this area means I get access to a ton of new tags here. I can get alliances. I get more expansion opportunities. opportunities, and there's just so many goodies out of this. It's just absolutely insane. Now that we have this, we can core it up, of course, and we're gonna have a little bit of a chill period now. Let's also use the money we got from them to upgrade monuments. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna upgrade monuments. I'm gonna build all the barracks I can build because I am so short on manpower right now. It's not funny. It's not much manpower, but together they do add up to quite a little bit overall. I basically have almost all of the Japanese provinces, mainland Japanese provinces. They have a barracks right now, essentially. So I'm fairly happy with that. Only 2 provinces miss a barracks right now. There you go. We managed to get some alliances with Ayutthaya, Khmer, and honestly just a lot of other nations we can get alliances with now. We weren't able before because we didn't have the range, but look at all that range. We can even ally Oirats. I'm not sure I want to ally the Oirats though, because they've got some tributaries I will be attacking myself. Guys, check out how powerful it is having a flagship with the right traits. I mean, I have 0 provinces in the Beijing node. 0, look at that. But I'm getting 64% of this node, which equates to 14 ducats by simply having my trade fleet, which is 43 light ships, including the flagship that offers basically doubles. It's like having 86 light ships in this particular trade node, really. And that equates to 64% of it. So essentially, if I say build now another 20 light ships, which I'm actually going to do right now, it's going to almost fully give me the entirety of the Beijing node. So without having any of their provinces, it's just that freaking powerful. One thing I have to say though is that the Japanese missions, once you form Japan, are very, very weird, let's say, because they're not your regular missions, and in order to fulfill most of these, it's not that easy. Like for example, balance the Shinokosho means that we got to get loyalty with these bad boys, stability, and fewer rebel control provinces than one. 20% production efficiency for 5 years. Not bad. Okay, like that event. It's a lot of new events added as well. But yeah, like I was saying, a lot of these are very specific. However, they offer pretty good rewards too. So for example, here, national unrest and all loyalty equilibrium plus 10% and no stability loss on monarch death is really, really good. So it pays to basically check out the requirements for these objectives and try to fulfill them as quickly as possible. A lot of the times you will likely struggle though with this. Holy mother of God, 0.7 ducats from Kyoto alone. I am loving it. Oh, we can either get 400 ducats or 15,000 manpower. I'm 100% gonna go for the manpower thing. Nice of you asking though. You know what bugs me? I've seen Ming collapse so many times in this patch. The one time I'm playing next to Ming, that's when they don't freaking collapse, man. I swear this game is rigged, man. All right, now we got 2 stability, so we should be able to do this mission. And no, we have to get 60 loyalty with the Kanushi, so that should be fairly easy to do once we get this province. There you go, sell of titles, and then we can do this mission. No more stab loss on monarch death is my favorite bit of that. We can also seize crownlands again. Gotta dev up once in order to get rid of the autonomy debuff. So let's develop, say, the province of Owari, set up the encouraged development in here. Plus we can use all of the money we got from selling those crownlands to build the workshop. It's also high time that we enact our golden era. Actually kind of forgot to enact it, to be honest. And we also have the Asian arquebusiers now. But let's change over our first fire pip units. We do have an edge over everybody else around us as consequence now, because nobody else around us has those boys. Now because we built 15 workshops, we can do another mission here, the Miyadaiku method, which means we are going to get different bonuses based on our isolationist level. So that's pretty cool to see. The dev cost, especially with the goods produced, is pretty significant there. So let's go ahead and get this done. And now to get the financial clicks, we need to have 20 provinces with a manufactory, plus all of the provinces in Japan must have 6 base production or a manufactory. So there's one or the other, really. Again, based on our isolationist level, it can give us all power costs minus 5%, monthly admin plus 2. Oh, okay, these are pretty strong modifiers here. Holy snaps. Some other highlights from this mission tree include the Surpass the West mission, which allows us to get half the requirements for naval hegemon. So we could potentially become a naval hegemon. Remember that naval hegemon gives you artillery damage from back row plus 20% alongside the other bonuses. So it's quite significant. and especially in multiplayer. It's probably everybody's favorite hegemon in multiplayer. We also can get trade efficiency plus 10 permanently and a permanent claim on every province in the Malaccan trade node once we get 25 provinces in the South China area. So that's why another reason I took this bit here. We'll take the rest of the provinces required in the next war and expand like a crazy. Same goes for after we fully annex Korea, we get the Conquest of China CB, which is a special CB for attacking the Chinese. Once we get the Nanban incident as well event trigger, we can do this mission. That's the only thing left for us to do that mission. And then we have again until the end of the game possibly -5 local dev costs and manufactories possible in the Japanese region. That means that if we have that, we can get 2 manufactories in each province. That's just ridiculously strong. It really makes Japan the best playing toll area in the entirety of the game. So guys, if you want to see all of that and you want me to go through the entirety of the mission tree as well as go down the Christian path, and as I mentioned before, get the Stardust Crusader achievement as well as the other one, then you know what you need to do. Leave that like, and until the next time, check out this awesome France video. And I want to give a massive thank you to all of my patrons, channel members, and Twitch subscribers. I would not be able to do this without all your support.